Hi, this is Peter from the DJ Podcast. The new 1.3 update for Xtreme Mapping is out. Let's take a look at what's been added since we reviewed it. The 1.3 update brings along compatibility for Traktor 2.5 and the remix decks. You can do it in two ways. The first is that you can use the wizard. So you go wizard, remix decks, and then simply select the deck that you would like to map. For example, if we click deck C, we'll be able to use the wizard to map all of the different controls that you need for use with a remix deck. If you don't want to add all of the mappings, you can add controls individually. So you would go to the Add In button, then you would go to Remix Deck, and then you can select from the individual controls that you would like to map. Just remember that you can only map the controls that are also currently available in the Controller Manager tab of Traktor Pro. You cannot map all of the functions that are available on the F1 until Native Instruments releases a future update that allows you to use all of the controls of the remix deck on your MIDI controller. Another new addition to the software is that you can now work on multiple mappings at the same time. This is great if you have more than one of the same type of controller. Right now we have one mapping open, and if we want to open a second, we can simply go File, New, and then create a new mapping. What's awesome is that we can even go ahead and copy and paste the commands from one mapping to another. This will save you a lot of time if you are trying to map more than one controller. Finally, one addition in the previous 1.2 update to Xtreme Mapping was the ability to map HID commands to the Native Instruments control line of controllers. In 1.3, they also added support for the F1. Now to map an HID device, you want to go to the File menu, then select New, and finally choose the particular type of controller that you have that you want to map commands to. For example, I'll choose the Control X1. One thing that's great about support for the HID controllers is that you see control names rather than generic MIDI notes when you go to map your controls. I should note that Learn mode is disabled for all HID devices, so you have to go in and manually select the control that you would like to assign for each type of command. So this was our look at the Xtreme Mapping 1.3 update. You can buy Xtreme Mapping from the Mac App Store by clicking on the link below. For more software tutorials and reviews, visit thedjpodcast.com.